All right. So sequence is an indexed list of numbers. It is said to converge to a limit L if, given any epsilon greater than 0, there exists a capital N, big long bar is pronounced such that the absolute value of AN minus L is less than epsilon for every N greater than capital N. So what does this mean? So if we imagine sitting on a number line and we put this limit L on that number line, somebody can come up and give us an epsilon greater than 0. So they could say epsilon equals 0.1 or epsilon equals 0.003. Okay? And that epsilon represents a challenge. We have a window surrounding L of radius epsilon. Okay? The reason I call it, doesn't look much like a radius there. The reason that we call it a radius is because in the complex plane, this will be a disk of radius epsilon centered at L. Okay? So we've got radius epsilon, we've got this window, all right? And the statement is that there's somewhere far enough down the sequence such that every element after that element on the sequence lies closer to L than epsilon away. So there exists a capital N. What that's saying is it doesn't matter what the sequence does for the first 50 terms, or the first 1,000 terms, or the first 100 million terms. That doesn't matter. Convergence is associated with what happens in the infinite tail of sequence elements to follow. So this capital N represents a place in the sequence such that after that place, every element in the sequence has to be in this window. Okay? So we might say epsilon equals 0.1. So then A sub n for every n larger than 300 is within 0.1 of my limit L. Okay? So the first 300 terms can do anything they want to, but after that, they all have to be within 0.1 of the limit. Okay? Now let's say that somebody came up with a different epsilon. They said epsilon equals 0.003. So now, maybe I have to go further down the list. Maybe now, capital N is not 300. Maybe it's 10,000. Okay? And so the first 10,000 terms can do anything they want, but after that, every term has to be within 0.003 of the limit capital L. And the statement of convergence is the statement that we can find this capital N regardless of how small epsilon is. So this window can be as small as we want around L, and there will always be a far enough down the list such that every element further down the list than that lies within this window. Okay?